Hey everybody, today we are making a McLand, Air, and Sea Burger like McDonald's, but vegan of course. Now this monstrosity is a secret menu item that's created when you take a Big Mac, McChicken, and a Filet-O-Fish and mash them together. Out of curiosity, I had to see how it tasted, so with that, let's put this Frankenstein of a burger together. And the first thing we want to do is get the McChicken going, and as per usual, I'm going to use some of these Gardein chicken strips. I have a few other vegan fried chicken recipes that don't rely on the Gardein strips, so check the links in the description for those. But for the Gardein strips, I let them thaw for an hour or so on a wire rack, and then I'll take about 4 of them and mash them together to form a patty like so. And I really dig doing it this way because you get a much more organic sort of shape, which results in more nooks and crannies for the breading. But once you got your patties formed, add them to a parchment-lined baking sheet, and then we're gonna throw them in the freezer while we prep everything else. Next, let's whip up a quick tartar sauce for the Filet-O-Fish. We'll start off with some vegan mayo, and just FYI, I'm not really measuring anything, I'm just using my eyeballs. But next, let's toss in some fresh dill, followed by some chopped capers and a little bit of the brine, some lemon juice, of course, and then dill relish. You could also use sweet relish if you like, a few shakes of garlic and onion powder, some black pepper, and then we'll give that a mix. And I must have added a bit too much liquid because it was thinner than I would have liked. So I just added in more vegan mayo, and that turned out totally perfect. And now let's toss that in the fridge, and next let's whip up a quick and dirty Big Mac sauce. So we'll start off with more vegan mayo, some sweet relish this time, ketchup of course, a little salt, and pepper never hurt nobody except that guy who got salt in his eye, and then a few shakes of garlic and onion powder, smoked paprika, a couple drops of white vinegar. Mix that up and realize you forgot the mustard, and I really dig this dill pickle mustard I found at Trader Joe's. Highly recommend. So add in a bit of that, and now let's mix it up for reals, and you have a wonderful, quick and dirty Big Mac sauce. So throw that in the fridge, and now let's get everything ready to fry up our McChicken and Filet-O-Fish. So we're gonna fill up a pot with some neutral oil, such as vegetable, peanut, or canola. We're gonna heat that up to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and while that heats up, let's prep our dredging stations. For the wet, we'll start off with some flour, and then some water, a little salt, garlic and onion powder, once again, a touch of black pepper. Whisk that up and then realize you didn't add nearly enough water, so add some more and whisk, and just keep adding more water until you get a thin pancake batter type consistency, something like that. For our dry dredge, we'll do equal parts flour and cornstarch, a tablespoon or so of baking powder, and if you can believe this, garlic and onion powder, and then salt and pepper. A cameo by my good friend Smoked Paprika, and then a little bit of white pepper. We're gonna whisk that up, and now let's dredge our vegan chicken. And they're nice and firmed up now, so this will be a lot easier, but we're gonna first coat them in the flour, shake off the excess, and then we're gonna coat them in the wet batter and let the excess drip off of that as well, and then back into the flour, making sure we coat thoroughly. And once our oil is up to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, let's carefully add one of our chicken patties to the pot. I'm only frying one at a time, and they took about 5 minutes each, but either way, you just want to fry them up until they are golden brown and beautiful like that. Now for our Filet-O-Fish, I'm cheating and using these Gardein fishless fillets, and no, this video is not sponsored by them. They just so happen to make the only vegan fried fish that I know of, and it's pretty darn good to boot. I've never fried them before, so I figured since we had our oil going, might as well try it out. And to be honest, while they were pretty good, I wouldn't say the difference is worth deep frying them over the air fryer. If you're already frying something like I am, then sure, but it's not worth all the extra work and cleanup, just my 2 cents. Either way, once all our fish and chicken is fried up, let them rest on a wire rack while we prep and grill our burger patties. For the Big Mac, I pressed out 2 2-ounce patties using a cookie cutter, and then we're gonna grill them up as you would, flip them, add some vegan cheese, hit the pan with some water, and then cover to steam, and there you go, nice melted cheese. So let's build our sandwiches now. First is the Big Mac, so let's get some of our Big Mac sauce on that bottom bun, then some shredded lettuce, some diced onions, our burger patty, middle bun, aka the club, more sauce, more lettuce, pickles, the other burger patty, more onions, more sauce, and finally our top bun. Now let's do the McChicken. We're gonna add our fried chicken patty to our bottom bun, some lettuce, and then a bit of vegan mayo on our top bun, and there you go. And last but not least, let's do the Filet-O-Fish. Sadly, I forgot to melt the cheese on the bun, so I said, screw it, let's just put an unmelted piece of cheese down. Then I added a couple of our fish fillets, a good slathering of our tartar sauce, and our top bun. And as I stood there looking at that unmelted cheese, I got a little sad. I realized that life is too short for unmelted vegan cheese, and so I did what I always do when I find myself in these kinds of situations and got out my trusty torch and made things right. And there we go, a proper Filet-O-Fish with melted cheese, a Big Mac, and a McChicken sandwich. And now we just gotta assemble our McLand Air and Sea Burger.
Okay, so I have no idea what order I should do this in. It's just gonna work. Here, maybe I'll just take this and then I'll put the chicken on top there. And then we wanna get rid of this top one. So, and then I guess take this one and put it on top like this. Is that gonna stand up? Oh. It does stand up. I have no idea how I'm going to get my mouth around this. All right. Yeah. Let's give it a try. So a McLand Air and Sea. Let's see if I can get my mouth around it. I don't think I can. I did it. That is really, holy mackerel. Hold on. That is surprisingly good. It literally just tastes like all three of them all put together, mashed up. I'm kind of shocked, actually. I really didn't think it would be that good. Hold on, I want to do another bite. All the flavors just meld together so well. That is so weird. I'm a little freaked out. Well, I am shocked and surprised, pleasantly surprised, I should say, that this is super duper good, a lot better than I was expecting. And if you want to make a Big Mac or a Filet-O-Fish, I got some recipes right here. So go ahead and click on those, and I hope you're all doing great, and I'll see you next time.